For the headline, travel to the Philippines suspended. Philippines starts COVID-19 vaccination for kids aged 12 to 17. Undas under lockdown. Dry run for face-to-face classes will begin at November 15. Bongbong Marcos tops another survey. Carla Abellana and Tom Rodriguez finally married.
Than I can readily express.
TNT ends 6 years title drought. Clippers, Magnolia in Game 5.
November 15 marks the radio planned Alipen for in-person classes.
Philippines will begin its nationwide. Cemeteries across the country will be closed, according to
The former senator and presidential aspirant Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. topped another presidential survey.
Live from Capiz General Newscasting. This is CGNN, Vanguard of Radical Change.
One mission,
One community,
one assignment. Good morning, Philippines.
Good morning, Capiz.
It's Friday, November 5th, and we hope you're having a great day here in Nisaya.
This is Capiz General News Network, bringing you the top stories that are surely with no bias for the details of our news.
COVID-19 vaccination for kids aged 12 to 17 will start as early as November 3. For further information, here Mark Edrie reporting. Mark?
the Philippines will begin its nationwide rollout of COVID-19 vaccination among minor aged 12 to 17 as early as November 3, Vaccine Czar Carlito Galvez Jr. said on Wednesday, October 27.
It could start even as early as November 3 nationwide.
Galvez later said that accordingly to the National Vaccination Operations Center, the rollout would be early as November 3. Philippine drug regulators granted emergency use authorization to Pfizer and Moderna vaccines for minors. The COVID-19 vaccination of minors is a welcome development for parents, students, teachers, as this could be a possible game changer for high school aged students who have had to stay at home for 2 pandemic years. For truth and accuracy, Mark Edrie Petingco, CGNN.
Undas from October 29 to November 2, all cemeteries across the country are closed according to Interior Secretary Eduardo Año. For the details of our news, Franz Alipen reports. Franz?
During this year's Undas, all cemeteries across the country will be closed according to Interior Secretary Eduardo Año. This is to prevent and lessen the risk of COVID-19 transmissions by avoiding mass gatherings. I'm here at the local cemetery of Ibisan Capiz, where as we can see the gates are closed and no one is allowed to enter. Normally this time of the year this place would be full of people paying their respects to their families and loved ones who have died. But right now, the people have no choice but to stay at home and pray for the souls of those who are dear to them. This is Franz Alipen for CGNN.
Resume face-to-face classes or pilot trial face-to-face classes. Almost half of the schools were on foot for the pilot implementation of face-to-face classes on November 15 after being approved by President Rica last month. For more details, here Katherine David reporting. Claire?
November 15 marks the beginning of planned pilot run for in-person classes. Only 59 public schools had passed the health department's assessment to carry out face-to-face classes. Most are located in Visayas and Mindanao, and the provinces of Masbate, Aklan, Antique, Cebu, Zamboanga Sibugay, Zamboanga del Sur, Lanao del Norte, Sarangani, and North Cotabato. Participating schools must have the written support and consent of the parents of students who shall participate in the pilot. No learner shall be forced to attend the pilot implementation of face-to-face classes. Students with comorbidity are not allowed to attend class. Education Secretary Leonie Brony said that face-to-face learning will be limited to 3 to 4 hours per session. The pilot will be conducted with a combination of face-to-face classes in school and distant learning modalities for 2 months. This will end at January 31. Face-to-face class shall be conducted half-day every other week, with participating schools ensuring that class schedules are arranged equitably so that all qualified learners have the opportunity to attend face-to-face classes. The pilot will cover 100 public schools and 20 private institutions, limiting class size to 12 learners in kindergarten, 16 in grades 1 to 3, 20 at senior high school level. Only fully vaccinated teachers and school personnel will be included in the pilot. So far, only 57% of teachers have been vaccinated against COVID-19.
Early as July ay nanawagan na po kami talaga sa Department of Education and even last year pa po, no? Sana yung vaccination po ay i-prioritize yung mga teachers.
Nagugulat ako na sobrang babaho dun sa DepEd. Kasi dun sa mga ibang departamento, ang tataas na nung vaccination rate nila. Para sa akin, ang teachers natin are isa sa important frontliners.
Some schools are already starting limited face-to-face classes in some medical courses. In addition to medical courses, President Rodrigo Duterte has approved the expansion of limited face-to-face classes to other legal programs that needs hands-on experience, like engineering technology programs, hospitality, tourism, marine engineering, and marine transportation. This is Katherine reporting from CGNN.
Presidential aspirant Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. tops another president survey. For more information, Franz reports.
The former senator and presidential aspirant Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. topped another presidential survey, showing that more people prefer him as their presidential candidate in the 2022 national elections. His camp on Thursday said that the former senator topped the survey conducted by the Issues and Advocacy Center, or the Center, from September 27 to October 8. Based on the nationwide survey conducted among the 2,400 respondents, Marcos led the presidential race after securing 23.5% of the votes. In the survey, Senator Manny Pacquiao placed second with 19.75%, followed by the mayor of Manila, Isko Moreno, with 18%. Vice President Leni Robredo placed fourth with 14%, Senator Panfilo Lacson with 12.5%, while Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa received 7.75%. This is followed by Lidigario de Guzman with 3.25%, while the former National Security Advisor, Norberto Gonzales, received 1.25% of the votes. This is Franz Alipen for CGNN.
Pandemic wedding achieved for Carla Abelina and Tom Rodriguez after playing husband and wife since 2013 in showbiz industry. Now they are officially married last week, October 23, 2021. Let us know more details about the wedding from our showbiz reporter, Katherine David. Claire?
From being a love team to real-life sweethearts, celebrity couple Carla Abellana and Tom Rodriguez finally exchanged I-do's after being together for 7 wonderful years. The wedding was held at San Juan Nepomuceno Church in Batangas. Carla Abellana was stunning from the pre-up photo shoots to her wedding day. She was wearing the lace-embroidered white wedding gown that was made by Monique Lugier, paired with a long veil and banquet of white flowers, while Tom Rodriguez looking dapper in his all-black suit made by Franz. The groom got emotional waiting for her bride at the altar. So beside Tom is her mother, Teresita Mott, while Carla was accompanied by her parents, Raypija Ogolana and Aurea Reyes in her bridal march. The towel is full of white flowers that adds glow to the place, and Carla that looks like an angel. In an emotional exchange of vows, Carla said that Tom is her answered prayer from above. Meanwhile, Tom can imagine his life without Carla, who served as his guiding light when he lost his way after his father's death.
I can't imagine my life without you from here on.
Tom can't wait to grow up with Carla. You can see in her eyes their love and affection they have for each other, and made hearts flutter as they exchange vows. Their celebrity wedding photographer Pat Day and his team shared some snaps from the wedding, and their videographer Bob Nicolas. Due to COVID-19 restrictions, the wedding was kept intimate, just family, close friends, GMA bosses, and their recent co-workers. Congratulations and best wishes to Mr. and Mrs. Mo. This is Katherine David reporting from CGNN.
For the top sports story, after 6 long years, TNT Tropang Giga regained their lost glory. Let us know more further from our sports correspondent, Edrie Petingco.
After 6 long years, TNT Tropang Giga regained their lost glory. TNT took the fight out Magnolia early to wrap up the PBA Cup finals in game with a 94-79 rout at the DHDSC gym in Bacolor, Pampanga, October 29. Rookie Mikey Williams, who was a runner-up to Calvin Abueva in the best player of the conference race, capped off his first conference in the league with a finals MVP performance for the Tropang Giga. Williams finished with a game high of 24 points and 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. The title ramp came in head coach Chot Reyes' first conference back with TNT after an almost decade-long PBA hiatus. Reyes won his 9th PBA title and 5th overall with the Tropang Giga franchise, which captured its 8th league crown. For truth and accuracy, Mark Edrie, Petingco, CGN.
And those were top stories for this hour. This is CGN and Vanguard, a radical change.
This has been Green Bias and the Truth. Ivan B.
And Rica Dela Peña, serving you news with accuracy and transparency 24/7. We do not just secure freedom, we defend what people deserve.